all my Fox Hallow fam. I'm Dave and welcome to Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. It's officially fall here at Fox Hallow, so it's time for our first pumpkin recipe of the year, and it's a good one. We're making pumpkin bread, but we couldn't leave it at just that. We're making pumpkin bread with a streusel topping and a maple glaze on top. It's as awesome as it sounds, trust me. So if you're ready, then let's have some fun. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is make our streusel topping. We're going to do that ahead of time. We're going to start with half a cup of flour, a quarter cup of brown sugar, a half teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and a quarter cup of melted butter. And we are just gonna get this mixed together here. Okay, and we're gonna set this in the refrigerator while we make the rest of our bread. Okay, next we're gonna take 1 3/4 cup of flour in a medium bowl here. To that we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of our pumpkin pie spice, and a half teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to whisk this together until it is nice and combined. That looks like it, and then we're going to set this aside. Okay, next we are going to take, in the bowl of our stand mixer here, I'm going to take a can of pureed pumpkin, 15 ounces. Don't use the ready-made pumpkin pie filling, just the pureed pumpkin. I'm going to stick this all in here. Okay. Next we need a cup of sugar, a half cup of brown sugar, and a half cup of oil. I'm going to put my paddle attachment on here. And we're going to beat this until it's combined. That looks pretty good. To that I'm going to add 2 eggs, and a half teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to whip that into it. Okay, and that looks pretty good. We're going to move on to our next step. Next we're going to add in half of our dry ingredients that I made earlier. About half, there's not that much of it. Just going to put in about half of it. And mix this again. Okay, once that's mixed, I'm going to add half a cup of milk. Mix it again. And then the rest of my dry ingredients are going to go in. And mix this till we get a batter. Gonna have to scrape the sides just a little bit, otherwise we are almost done. And that is it. We're ready to go. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I have lined a 9x5 loaf pan with some parchment paper, and we are going to pour our batter right down into it. Get that all in there and smooth it out real good. There's a lot more in here. One moment. Okay, and we are going to flatten this out real good. Just like that. Next, finally, before we put it in the oven, I'm going to take our Streusel Topping, which has now gotten crumbly from sitting in the refrigerator, and we're going to put this all over the top of it. Okay, we're going to throw this in the oven at 325 for about 1 hour and 15 minutes until a toothpick comes out. While our bread is cooling, we're going to make our glaze for the top. I'm going to take 1/2 cup of powdered sugar in a little bowl here. To that I'm going to add 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And we are just going to mix this together until we get a nice glaze. And there we go. Next thing we're going to do is take our glaze and put it on the top of our bread here. It's really sticky, so we're just going to put it all on here as best we can. It's really stringy because of that maple. Just going to get it all on here. I think that's about all we're going to get on there, but that looks really fantastic. Well, now it's time for the best part, the taste test. I'm going to take a little piece here. Just get it in here. Oh man, that is absolutely fantastic. It's full of pumpkin and pumpkin spice. You guys are going to love it. Wrapping up today, I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage you to check out our friends and support channels listed in the description below. But before I go, always remember, good times and good food on Baking with Fox Hallow Kitchen. We'll see you all soon.
If you like this video or any of our other videos,
Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and stay tuned for future shows.